Well, it finally happened. The tariffs have caught up with WattCycle and we've seen some price increases. Currently, the 280 amp hour standard mini battery is $459 and the version with the integrated Bluetooth is $529. My 10% discount code still works, which takes the standard down to $414 and takes the Bluetooth down to $477. So we're back to kind of where we were in November, December time period. They have told me that they are planning on doing another round of price increases on May 2nd, unless something happens between now and then. So you've got a couple more days to get a pretty good deal on a battery before we see another price bump. I always recommend that people get two batteries, two 12-volt batteries, because it gives you a bunch of flexibility. You can do series, which gets you to 24 volts, or you can do parallel, which keeps it at 12 volts, but doubles the amp hour capacity. So it gives you a bunch of flexibility. If you buy a pack of two, WattCycle will give you an additional 1% discount, save you a couple more dollars. So check out the link down below for some discount codes and watch the rest of the video for how I hook up two batteries together. Thanks, see you on the next one. Let's talk about series and parallel. In parallel, you go positive to positive, negative to negative, like this. And in this setup, you've got 12 volts at 560 amp hours. 12 volts, 13 volts. But by rearranging the wires, I can go into series. And now we're in 24 volts. So this is 24 volts at 280 amp hours. The total system capacity is the same, we've just increased the voltage. Well, why would you want to do that? The two major advantages to using 24 volts over 12 volts is on amperage draw on your inverter and charging on your solar system. Check out this video I made a couple of months ago that shows that on a 24 volt configuration, your current draw out of your inverter is half. This means your system's a little bit safer, and you also don't have to use quite as large a wire size. 1,000 watts on my 12 volt system, I'm pulling 75 amps out of my 12 volt. It's a fair amount of current. And I'm pulling exactly half that on my 24 volt. So exact same load, exact same device, and I'm only pulling 36 amps. That's much, much, much more reasonable. The second advantage is when you're recharging your batteries with solar. If you see here on this WattCycle 30 amp MPPT charge controller, you can run 1,200 watts of solar into your battery system on 24 versus only 600 watts on 12 volts. So just by simply rewiring the batteries into a 24 volt configuration, you can use more solar panels on the system to recharge it faster. A lot of people are concerned about running a 24 volt system, but if you look closely on the specs of most 12 volt appliances like RV refrigerators, they'll run on 24 volts as well. If you really, really need something for 12 volts like ham radio equipment, these step-down converters are not that expensive. So you get a lot more efficiency on 24 volts, but the flexibility to go to 12 if you really need to. So there you have it. Whether you decide to get one battery or two, don't wait on this amazing summer sale on the WattCycle 280 amp hour battery. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey everybody, so there's been a lot of discussion lately about the WattCycle 300 amp hour mini and whether or not they were misadvertising or lying or mislabeling their battery. So you see, got a 1200 or 12 volt, 300 amp hour, 12 volt battery rated at 3840 watt hours. So I'm going to do a capacity test here live. If you don't want to watch the whole video, I'll go ahead and summarize for you. Yes, it pulled over 300 amp hours. I know we've probably seen the video at this point that Will did, where he did a benchmark, also confirmed 300 amp hours, ripped it apart and saw that the cells were 280 amp hours. So WattCycle might have gotten a little overzealous at their marketing, but everyone has pulled, I have pulled 300 amp hours, and so did Will. Now WattCycle is relabeling their batteries to reflect the 280 amp hour cells that are actually inside of them. They're just spec'd below what, you know, their typical capacity is. So WattCycle might have been a little overzealous perhaps, but I did in fact pull 300 amp hours. They are going to relabel the next batch moving forward. So let's take a look at my setup here and then we'll get going. So I've got my WattCycle 300 amp mini battery that I charged using the WattCycle 20 amp charger. I've got my little $20 space heater that I use for all of my testing. I have a Bouge RV 1000 watt inverter with a Camway battery shunt and a WhatsApp watt meter with a little countdown timer. And I have set the Camway battery meter to 315 amp hours. So I'm overshooting it so that way we can see if it goes over 300. So let's start this thing up. Okay. The Bouge RV inverter doesn't like to go over 1000 watts, so it takes me a second to get it dialed in. So we're at 550 watts. Confirmed by the kilowatt meter.